Hey, it's Brendon Payne with Century 21, and thank you for stopping by my website and checking out this update where I'm going to share with you a few misconceptions that are happening right now in the market in terms of where sellers are at. It's an incredible time in the market. I've been selling here for 15 years, and I've never seen a better seller's market than we have right now. But I still see mistakes, and the mistakes that sellers are making are usually tied back to some misconceptions. So you hear all the things that are happening in the market. There's multiple offers and everybody's coming down with cash and everybody's coming down and willing to pay whatever buyers want. And I will tell you, or whatever sellers want, it's a crazy market. Buyers are doing things and making decisions that are bringing opportunities for sellers to really make some big gains in their properties. But you have to understand the market in order to take advantage of it. And there's still some pitfalls out there. So let's talk about the 4 things that you need to understand about this market and some of the misconceptions. Number 1, you need to make sure that you're going live with your listing so that you can create demand. The misconception that's out there is that as soon as a property hits the market, there's nothing else to choose from. There are other homes to choose from. But when a property hits the market at the right time, so if there's been a few that have gone under contract recently that are similar to that, that creates instant demand because most likely other people were looking at those homes and didn't get to them in time. Now yours hits the market and it's got an automatic audience. So you see showings very quickly. Also, if you've got actives that are available and they're in good condition and they look like they're probably going to go under contract, it might make sense to wait a few days until they go away, because once they get under contract, now you hit the market, you're the only show in town. And again, you create that instant demand. So make sure that you're looking at the timing of when you're going live on the market. The second misconception is that the first offer that comes in is normally the best one. You need to jump on it. Now, in a normal market, or definitely in a buyer's market, when the first offer comes in, many times it's the best one. And you don't want to mess around because that person may go away. Then you find yourself on the market longer and longer and longer. But for right now, if you think about what drives selling prices are driven primarily by supply and demand. So if you think about, you go out on the market today and you get an offer today. If you accept that offer, now it's completely fine if you do. If that's your plans, you don't want to show the home, you don't want to be out there for an extended period of time, whatever your plan is perfectly fine. The misconception is that that first offer is the best one. Because what happens when you put a property in the market today is the initial people that see it, the first round of people, are all here local. They're ready to go. As soon as something goes on the market, they are ready to go look at it. But we've got a huge amount of buyers that come from 3, 4, 5 hours away, and maybe it's going to take them a couple of days to be able to get in and see the property. Maximum exposure means giving that property a period of time to get in front of the buyers, give everybody a chance for it, and then decide which offer that comes in is the very best. The third misconception is there are still some pitfalls out there with the offers that we're getting. Of course, there's a lot of cash offers. There's a lot of well-qualified offers. There are some buyers willing to waive inspections, and there's some buyers willing to waive appraisals on properties that seem to be, probably higher than where the appraisal is going to come in. But the pitfalls are still out there. Multiple contingencies on properties that are selling. So your buyer's got a contingency on their home selling. That buyer's got a contingency on their home selling. In this market right now, those are probably not the strongest offers. Again, each one of them you want to look at individually, but there's a lot of moving parts in those and a lot of different things that could go wrong. If you have some patience and they're explaining the process through as while you're on the market, if you have some patience, you can usually get that right buyer that's not only going to come in with strong price, but also strong terms, and make sure that it gets to the closing table. And the last one I wanted to come to bring to your attention is the importance of understanding who the buyer is for your home when you're prepping it. So the example that I give all the time is if you're in a neighborhood where you're going to probably have a lot of younger families, or there's a high degree of family-owned properties, and they've got kids and things like that, and a lot of first-time buyers, maybe it's in the lower to mid price points of the area, then understand a lot of the time When people are purchasing in a neighborhood like that, they're not going to close the home and then have a lot of leftover cash to purchase, different things that they want for the home. In that case, it might make sense to do some of the things that you're wondering about in terms of upgrades, because buyers right now, when they're coming in, are really, really excited when they see a home available that fits their needs, it's within their price range, and then it has some great things about it that maybe some of the other ones don't. Maybe some of the interior upgrades, maybe some stuff outside, maybe a screen room, maybe an extended patio, some outdoor space, a great master suite. Those things go a long way in a hot market, and they really go a long way when the buyer may not be able to do that after they close because their savings are being used for the down payment. On the flip side of that, you come into an area where there's a lot of rentals and you've got a home in an area like that, your investor buyer may want to come in there and do some of the things themselves because they are going to be able to get a great term cash and close out very quickly, but they may not give you credit for things that you've already done. So if the home is ready to go, clean and presentable, that might be enough. It might not be worth going and putting new floors or counters and things like that. It all comes back to understanding the home and the audience that's going to be the most likely buyer. Once you know that, then you can have a good, clear picture on what you need to do to present it for sale and what you need to do to get it ready. If you have any questions right now on the market in general or your neighborhood property specifically, feel free to reach out to me. It's a great opportunity for owners right now because you have so much leverage and you can really decide when it makes sense and take the best offer. Look forward to talking with you soon.